Hey, we're back playing Murdered Soul Suspects. We've got a lead finally, and that lead is a girl who's staying at the local creeper's house.
He might not be. He could be a very good priest.
Oh,
How the hell did she get down there?
I think his occupation sums it up.
I still hate heights.
We had a priest who was wicked awesome.
Oh, he just floated down.
Cool.
She's
Hey.
not a little boy, so she should be safe.
Fraser,
What?
did you want to finish that mission inside where we had to collect all the water heater?
Yeah, I do. My facial hair looks weird today.
Brush it down.
It's probably time to trim it down. Witness is my only lead. I need to find her. That church is my best bet. Oh, shit. Can I go back in?
I don't know. I should have mentioned it before. Oh. You do still look
Just
dashy.
you. I knew it.
This guy again.
Shut up.
So
guy.
how many water heaters do we have left?
One.
So where is it? Can anybody just tip us off so we don't wander for an hour? Do you know where we might have missed ours? We didn't find one on the 4th floor,
No.
but I thought I'd seen everything on the 4th floor. You would have thought that at the old people's apartments that we'd been talking about, but we didn't find old people. Or did we?
We did, that couple who hate each other.
I'm sure you saw the whole thing, and that makes
Oh.
you special. Always looking
Oh.
out, sticking your nose in everyone else's business.
I did see it, and I'm going to have a nightmare.
I think we've got
Okay.
enough nightmares to last us a while.
Don't talk about that. Don't ever talk about that.
Their neighbor left town in a hurry. Maybe he had something to do with it. Don't ever talk about what? She thinks an older couple in the building murdered her. Be able to find her.
I'm happy to stop talking. I'm trying to watch a show, you know.
Okay, so we have 1 of 5 clues. Hey, turn the TV off on him. He'll be so pissed. Doesn't piss you off?
No.
yet? Holy fuck, that's what's going on with our TV.
He's given up on life.
Our TV keeps going off. Kinda, like the internet. Possessed.
You get a better view of the street on TV.
I think it's in the old couple's room, if I remember correctly. Spank. So yeah, it's a totally new set of clues now.
Break in at the quarry. So that's something I tried to activate earlier and
Yeah.
I couldn't understand. Kids are always breaking into the quarry. Why take an interest in this one? Crazy kids and those quarry break-ins.
And then there was stuff in the closet, right? Or maybe we already dealt with that.
Now, in a shocking turn, a police detective followed
Shovels, gloves, fertilizer, hobby, or homicide?
Probably a homicide because they live in an apartment.
Are these disappearances and murders connected? Are we dealing
Also, bedroom? I don't find an old couple's bedroom.
If you go out and to the right and then go totally straight.
only a few days ago a young girl
Oh, is that the hallway? No,
Oh.
okay.
Oh, he's hanging out in the old couple's bed. You're weird.
Talk to him. You could talk to him
You
again.
already have.
But he might have something new, right? To unlock.
The old man didn't.
Hey,
Ah, damn.
You trying to give me another heart attack?
Oh, fertilizer. Yeah, they probably don't want to fertilize the body.
Lime. Could be lime.
Fraser knows lots about fertilizer
No, lime.
and lime.
No.
I love limes.
Okay, so the point I was making when I said that is that you put lime on dead bodies to cover the
know.
smell. Okay,
I
just
know.
making sure, because
Because sometimes I
you've
can
gotten
be
through
dopey.
life on your looks, and I never know how the extent
Hey!
of
Did you
your...
possess her again? Sorry. And yes. You can influence her this time.
What would jog her memory? A mysterious murder? Newspaper clipping? Gardening tools? Or a note from a neighbor?
The note from the neighbor, probably. Do you think? Oh. But couldn't that be related to the dead girl? Indirectly? I guess the gardening tools are possibly more directly.
There.
Finally, some peace and quiet. All her parties. How can anyone sleep through music blasting like that? I think she was on drugs. Walter was so tired he could barely stay awake for the 5 miles it took to drive to Smithwick Quarry. I couldn't believe he was able to find a pair of lock cutters that late at night. At least the music has stopped. Now we can finally sleep.
Wow. Jesus fuck.
Look.
Looks like the old man had something to do with the girl's murder. Something to do with it, but why drive all the way to Smithwick Quarry? To hide a body? I don't know.
Fuck, old man. Can you possess him now? Are you thinking any crazy thoughts?
That girl collapsed like paper when Grace hit her. I still can't believe she died. It happened so fast. I've never seen Grace so crazy before. It must have been the lack of sleep. Thank God it's all over.
But man, did they
Finally watch
fuck
TV
like
in
rabbits
peace.
that night. Apparently his wife has a bit of a temper. If she murdered that girl, where's the body? It's at the quarry.
Yeah, dude.
So, what happened to the girl's body? They just wanted the most pertinent clues, right?
Breaking that quarry then? Quarry. What? I'm a bad detective.
Wait, what did you say there? I need to know the order of events?
Oh, really? Okay. Well, she would have gotten mad first, right?
Select temper. Then
That could possibly, or no. I'd say gardening tools, but I've been wrong before. Or would that be last?
and then
Damn it. Okay.
Looks like Grace couldn't take the girls partying anymore, so she killed her and roped her husband into helping dump the body at Smithwick Quarry.
So how did the quarry
Get back and let her know.
newspaper clipping have nothing to do with that?
Yeah.
It just feels really weird that the final clue was her murder.
Yeah.
Woman's temper, guy who helped with murder, and her murder. That solves the mystery. How did the tools, the bolt cutters, the quarry clipping not enter into that?
Yeah. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, maybe it was a red herring, because I was thinking the envelope might be a red herring.
How is the quarry a red herring? We know
Yeah, I
explicitly
know.
that it had to do with it. It's
Maybe they didn't break in, though, because he worked at the quarry, right?
the woman talked about getting bolt cutters at that late at
Oh,
night.
yeah, what the fuck?
All of it was pertinent information, and
We know what happened, dude.
Turns out, the reason you can't find your body is because it's not in the building. It's at Smithwick Quarry, about 5 miles out of town.
Oh. Well, why'd they do it?
Your parties were keeping them awake at night. They finally got too tired and snapped.
I thought they were just being unreasonable. I didn't know they would do this. Thanks for your help. You have no idea how big a relief it is just knowing.
No problem.
You know, I never really liked cops. And they were always giving me shit, telling me how I was messing up my life. We never saw eye to eye on things. But you really came through for me. Probably should have listened to what they were trying to tell me. Maybe then things wouldn't have ended up like this. Thanks again.
Takes off like a rocket. I was right. Zoom zooms away.
Whoa.
Thank you, mysterious ghost. So can we get some justice for these old people?
No, man, I don't think so.
Fuck. I want justice. I want her to rot in a cell.
Ain't gonna happen. Note to Fraser, watch your neighbors.
If I pay too much attention to my neighbors, I'm liable to kill them.
Oh.
I just try to ignore it.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I'm going to the church now.
Oh, farmer's market! It starts tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No ghosts around.
Well, this makes finding things easier. The day we met. I still remember the day I laid eyes on that man. Ronan had all that bad boy swagger, and I admit I liked it. But what I liked even more was the heart underneath the facade that he couldn't hide. He was a guy from a rough neighborhood, but it hadn't hurted him as much as he let on. Oh, those bad boys, they always have a heart of gold underneath, right? Always.
Yeah.
I did this. I talked him into this. Becoming a cop. I was lying dead in the street because of me.
That guy's voice is Chris Parnell from Infamous. Anybody else think that?
I'm bad with voices. Does he sound like that though?
This is kind of open world.
Yeah, it's a little bit, eh? Whoa, crazy.
Not at all, but
I want to find more of those historical plaques. Said nobody ever.
yes!
Just have this feeling like something's watching.
Dude, where you... you're not a go... Oh, I get it. I see.
Trippy. Now that you mention it, it sounds like it.
I want to find more of those historical plaques. Said nobody ever.
Lady...
How'd he-
Dude, you just missed your doppelganger.
Yeah, dude.
Just have this feeling like something's watching.
Whoa.
Dude, you can see right up her cooch hider.
Don't even think it's the same guy. Copycats, all of them.
Are you talking about...
They're
The guy-
flats?
What if he's never caught? Does he just
Oh.
keep going?
Because your boyfriend's a copycat.
Yep.
There he goes. It's the duplicate. Walking that way this time.
Weird.
Oh, this is romantic. And is he a duplicate of the guy in the building that was talking?
I think so.
If she doesn't want to be in a relationship, she should be direct about it.
Well, I don't know if she can only get away for a moment.
I see exactly what I mean. Why is that so hard to understand?
Where are you going?
Wait,
back here.
what does she think?
Well, she's not going anywhere. This one is.
Oh.
I'm gonna get right through her.
Oh.
Fuck.
Sorry, man. So I'll never let her go.
How do I
Aw.
select her?
I don't know if you can. Let's just assume she's not.
Don't even think it's the same guy. Copycats, all of them.
Wait a minute. Is she duplicate of the girl on the stoop?
Yeah. Oh, like face?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It might even be the same clothes. Oh no. It is.
Aww.
Just a slightly different color. But maybe even the same. Oh, wow. And that guy's walking by again already. And he's turning and then walking back up the street. It's sloppy.
That part is.
That's sloppy. That kind of hurts the atmosphere.
Whoa, freaky.
Oh yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah, it is. Oh,
Nice.
fuck.
I want to find more of those historical plaques.
Damn.
Said nobody ever.
That's too bad, because that's really funny.
Why even do that? Like, have people around if you weren't going to be able to do it properly?
Yeah.
The Ashland Hills Cemetery was founded in 1632 as part of the churchyard for the recent petition of settlers and. Ugh.
Puritan settlers.
Oh,
Massachusetts.
yeah. No, historical plaques.
It's kind of cool that they included historical information.
Said Dennis and Linda Blow.
Shut up.
I'm gonna buy one of those historical plaques. Hey, are these things in the air? Can't grab them. So the plaque said something about everything burning, and then we're seeing the burning debris of the old days here.
Mm-hmm.
What about those cameras? Like in England?
What if he's never...
If she doesn't want to be in a relationship,
Ugh.
she should be direct about it.
It feels like, well, the Salem Department still resists officially connecting the recent blah blah.
Hey, but that's actually relevant
alright.
to about.
It's just so long. It's been a couple of months, said SPD spokesperson Ingrid, but it's irresponsible to jump. Wait, what?
Oh, we've already. Oh, that's news article 1. We just got 3.
Resisted violent death in New England as well as the rest of the United States is gunshot wounds. None of the recent killings have involved gunfire. All are deaths from burns or asphyxiation, somehow on the rise. Or is there a killer with a bizarre motive exercising twisted method of operation in all of them? Anyways, all of this kind of smacks of a small studio that was way too ambitious.
Yeah.
I would have rather they just not let me walk around and just kept me on the path, like keep it linear.
Yeah.
Have I gone down here yet?
I can't remember.
Oh my god! There they are. Dude, if you two meet, time will implode! Fuck. I always thought the doppelgangers, if they meet, like, would rip apart space-time.
Well, maybe that's what's going on right here. It's because of those
Now
fuckers.
everything's walkable in this town.
Yeah, and boy, do you walk it. Same route all night.
Uh-oh. Why is that here? Are there demons around? Oh, something glowing?
Is this,
If I ever met the killer in the street, I don't know what I'd do.
She's different.
Maybe if we walk a little faster.
You're not walking.
If cops aren't safe, who is safe? So weird. Somebody was alive, and now they're not.
She's got a really good concept of death.
It's important.
Yeah.
You don't need to get her a puppy. So wait a minute, I still didn't get the final water heater.
It might have just been, like, one final clue. that we needed.
So, but the water heaters weren't clues individually. They were like collectibles. And it was called a watery grave. It had nothing to do with her.
Yeah. Well,
So
the
they're...
quarry. The
Well-
final one is still in the apartment. Okay.
And what does it do if you get it? Witnesses immediately moved to trauma counseling after discovering the burned body.
The burned? Oh, that's past tense.
Not going that way.
Oh, okay.
You get a story if you get the water heater. You need to collect all the side stuff to get all the ending scenes.
Well, I guess I better go get it. This way?
We'll probably end up around there again.
The church was like right there. I have to go back now. Why can't I run? Holy fuck. I'm a ghost. Let's do speed walking or I don't know.
But you have eternity.
I guess cardio isn't one of his abilities in the real world.
Does anyone know if there is a run? It should be the left trigger.
Oh.
Thank you.
He's not even thinking anything. Why is he there?
If I ever met the killer in the
Oh.
street, I don't know what I'd do.
I might just stop going into people.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Mucho burrito, yeah. Fountain is dedicated to the hope that this quiet town of Salem will be known for peace and revere.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Right next to an exhibit for the witch trial.
Yeah.
Not going that way.
Not now, anyways.
When were those trials? 1800s?
You live in Salem!
Maybe he just moved there. He just got transferred, dude. He's just learning things. Great town.
And for once I felt safe out at night. All the stories he told me about being the most dangerous man in Salem, they felt true. No one could touch us because no one could touch him. And I was with him. Am with him. Will be with him, I know it. You're an idiot. I got the bad boy, so now I'm safe. Fucking moron.
Not going that way.
Collect your clue.
Where?
Right there.
These are real fucking histories. Stuff nobody cares about. Am I right?
It's funny that they called attention to that, but then continued to have tons of historical plaques for you to collect.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty self-aware, this game.
Oh.
What's this? Yes! 14 more to find out why the place burned, I guess?
Maybe.
And you need to collect these things if you want the full ending.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Why the busy work?
I stopped collecting stuff after playing for less than an hour. I would never stop collecting.
Salem is supposed to be a quiet place, the kind of place where you can escape problems of the big city, but but it's getting to where I don't feel safe walking outside here anymore. I talked to Ronan about it, and he tries to assure me that he's the most dangerous guy in this town. But the bravado doesn't help much. Something is sick about this place. But then, in another note, you said the bravado does help.
She kind of went back and forth on things.
Okay.
Not going that way.
So I'm disoriented. I'm just trying to get back to that building, kind of, but...
Yeah, I don't know where it is.
The church must be at the center of town, because everywhere I go, it's close.
Yeah. Well, that's very church-like.
What?!
Possess it! Yes! You are in him.
Game of the year! Game of the year!
You are the kitty.
You can't move humans, but you can move cats around. Wait, collecting this kitty. Where'd you?
Hey, hey!
There you go. Alright, let's get going.
Sweet.
You could still collect stuff as a cat.
Yeah.
As a cat,
Oh my god. Can you ever never not be a cat?
and you can run.
Oh yeah.
But
Can
I
you
can't
jump?
get out of here because I walked through that to get in here.
Aww. Sprint to jump up.
Oh, it's like parkour.
Oh, that's what that indicator is.
Yeah, buddy.
Whoa. Oh yeah.
Oh my god. oh, this game just came around for me.
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh, you can do it.
Yeah, reveal.
Holy shit. So you need to be a cat
Yeah.
to get everything
fuck.
too. Which suddenly makes being a cat seem like a chore, unfortunately.
Whoa. My cat came because of the meowing.
Let me get him up close to it.
He's totally possessed, man.
That's right. Yep.
What did you just say?
This kitty's speaking in tongues.
Bye, kitty.
You know,
That's cool.
It does seem like Hugo. Hugo seems like maybe sometimes he's possessed.
He does.
The way he talks.
He totally does that. Oh god.
That's what Hugo sounds like when he tries to get attention.
He does. It's so weird. Like he's trying to make words.
He attempts vowel sounds because he knows that we get the biggest reaction out of us when he makes really weird meows.
Yeah. Hugo thinks he's people.
Today he asked, and I honestly didn't know what to say. I want to be with him. I love him. But when he asked to marry me, I found myself unable to say anything. Like my voice was frozen. Or my lips are sealed. And he just knelt there, my silence crushing him. And then he got up. It was 5 minutes before I could tell him I needed to think. But have I blown it now? You're an idiot. Hey, I'm back.
Oh, sweet. Good job. Drama. Yes.
Who would have known? The girl that goes for a bad boy is fickle. And flighty.
It's just you.
Shut up, you.
Alright, so the last water heater's in their bedroom?
I'm sure you saw the whole thing.
I don't see it.
To the left of their bed by the... No.
Where exactly? Drama bomb!
I'm trying to watch a show, you know.
The town is covered.
Yeah, we didn't find one on the top floor. I think I remember one being up there. Didn't catch all the ones that you had found since I saw. So, probably top floor. Usually in closets or around corners.
What kind of a building stairwells are separated into different parts?
Yeah.
Like where you have to... I don't think this exists.
That's a fire hazard. You can't do that.
Do you think any old style architecture is like that?
Okay, folks. I need you to keep your distance from the
That's
scene
why
here.
fire exits are attached to
I'm afraid
old
that's still under
buildings
investigation.
to make them compliant.
I've seen it before. Wow. I think there was one in the corner by the old couple, like the ghost couple in the hallway, maybe.
I just really want to see what it's like when you piece together all the clues
Yeah.
of the collectibles, so I have a good
It's
idea.
behind
It's
you.
under
They haven't caught the
investigation.
guy yet.
Huh?
But
They're saying around here, maybe. No.
Man, the Salem Police Department will get to the bottom of this.
No, he's not still here.
When people said old couple, I thought the one that murdered the girl.
No.
So it wasn't near them, so
Mommy!
creeps back. You'd think I would have been able to resolve this,
Yeah.
but no, it's just, I have to let it happen.
Whoa, the pre-order bonus for this game was a map app to all the collectibles.
I think I have that.
Really?
Well, I did technically get it before it was released on Steam, and they gave me an extra code. So, like, where would I put that in? I wonder where you enter the code.
I don't know.
Honey, they can probably hear you talking.
So nobody else knows.
Well, because people have been like coming in and out of the stream.
I did see it,
So
and I'm
some-
going to have nightmares.
They know where we've gotten some, but not all of them. It's a browser map. It's not an in-game map.
How could I have missed it?
I don't know.
I've been so thorough.
Yeah.
Just give me the list of them,
There?
guys. Just tell me where all they are and like go from floor to floor. Easy.
Details are still emerging, but for now, the town is covered.
Oh, no. If I was to guess, I know there's one by the flight of stairs. Do you remember getting that one?
All right, boys. Place
Oh!
Where was this? In the poker plate.
Oh! Thanks.
Here we go.
Guys.
I still remember seeing the ad for the Regal Apartments in the paper. It's easy for people to look at it and see a dingy, run-down shithole. But me? I saw a place with history and character. I saw a place full of artistic inspiration. Before I knew it, I was the official tenant of apartment 3A. Looking back on it, I wish I had never even unpacked.
The water heater that's...
My new apartment turned out to have more character than I had anticipated. The carpets were occasionally soggy. The pipes were rusty. And I could hear the tenant below me banging against the walls and screaming at the top of his lungs. Sure, there were other problems with the place, but they just added to its charm. They were things I could live with. What I couldn't live with was showering in brown water, mysterious leaks molding the carpet, and obnoxious neighbors. I called the plumber, who arrived just as I was about to have a word with the people downstairs. When I showed him the wet spots on the carpet, he scratched his head and explained that nothing was leaking, and that the reason for the wet spots was most likely due to me spilling something and not realizing it. Did this guy take me for an idiot? I never spilled a thing. He apologized and said that without a leak, there's nothing he could do, so he moved on to the shower. Thankfully, the water had no trouble turning brown. He thought it could be an issue with a rusty boiler and went to check it out.
Uh-oh.
I took the opportunity to address the tenants below. I knocked on the door, but no one answered. In fact, I couldn't hear anything at all. I tried the door, expecting it to be locked, but it just swung open. I was shocked to find it completely empty.
Ooh.
That's when wet footprints began to appear on the floor. They were headed right for me. Just then I could hear the plumber scream from the boiler room downstairs. By the time I ran down there, he was long gone, but he had discovered the source of the brown water. Packed into the old rusty boiler was a bloated, decomposing corpse.
Do you think maybe
the
you'd
police
smell
are
that
still
when you were
investigating
showering?
the homicide, and the landlord has promised to renovate the boiler room. However, despite his efforts, 3A is back on the market, and I doubt I'll ever feel clean again.
Whoa.
C+ for effort on that ghost story.
So that wasn't actually Ronan. That wasn't actually Ronan, right? That was just a tenant story? Okay.
So ghost stories are what you get if you you get all the collectibles, and you get to look at a still image of. And now where is it?
Yeah.
So if you don't collect all those, though, if you don't get each one of those stories, it reduces the amount of scenes you get in the final ending.
I think
of the
it's
game.
probably like if we hadn't collected those things, we wouldn't get that story.
But I think ISO said that like you don't get all the ending game scenes.
Oh.
Rough day at work for my man. It took a while for him to be able to talk about it, but this Baxter fellow seems to be completely hostile towards Ronan, and there's nothing he can do about it. It's a mystery why there's so much animosity. Ronan has never done anything to offend him. Oh, wait, the fact that he's a criminal from a crime family that became a cop doesn't like piss off other cops?
ISO didn't say that. He said he stopped collecting stuff after an hour.
Oh, somebody in there said something
Ian
like
Kidd
that.
did. That's what I read at least. You don't get all the scenes. Okay, so I think that's the case.
Okay. It's a mystery why there's so much animosity. Okay, there's... Ronan was, and there was no convincing him otherwise. You can teach some people. I don't...
The day everything died for me.
Thinking about it is so surreal. I instantly have an out-of-body experience every time, seeing myself in that moment. You're literally out of body, by the way. After she tried to break up an argument between two men on the street, two strangers to her, one which would stab her for no reason at all. She died for trying to help, and the asshole got away. If I'd ever arrived to meet her just 1 minute earlier, my life would have been different, better, and she would have been gone. A girl who has in her thoughts said how scared she was of Salem streets goes to break up a fight between two men on the street in the middle of the night. Huh. Not gonna blame the victim here, but yeah, I am. You're an idiot. Why the fuck did you do that?
Face it, Baxter hated the guy.
I think the hate was pretty mutual.
Ronan was a little rough around the edges. But Baxter, he isn't exactly Mr. Cuddly.
Yeah, but
That's what I call you.
you don't think he'd...
Mr. Cuddly.
I mean,
Yep.
a fellow cop. Or anybody.
In this job, I'm surprised less every day about what people are really capable of.
Truth of it, Baxter.
If there's a fight in the street, leave, but don't run or you're gonna get shot. Street rules. Man, I wish I knew street rules.
Yeah, well, Chad will teach you.
Okay.
There's your first one.
Whoa!
Cool.
Yeah, the thing is that like it's tough. The game is so rough around the edges, and yet like it has aspects of really neat concepts and
totally
flavor and hints of good story.
Uh-huh.
I want to know, could somebody research for me how big the studio was pre-layoffs that we've heard about during the break? There was some layoffs at the developer studio just after the game shipped. But only 14, and when you hear about big developer layoffs, usually it's in the hundreds, so that alone tells me that it was probably a pretty big studio, right? Or, I mean, a pretty small studio.
Yeah.
If 14 was a big deal. Because really, it has all the hallmarks of an overly ambitious small studio.
It totally does.
With, big ideas, but the lack of resources to execute them properly.
That's what IGN said. There was a lot of really great ideas and things it was trying to do, but fell apart on the execution.
Feels like AAA ideas from an indie studio.
Yeah. Hey, there's a thing you can collect up there, I think. Thought I saw something glowing. Nope, I'm a liar. I lied to you. They are an indie studio. Yeah, they made Quantum Conundrum.
Where am I? This isn't right. I don't even know how I got.
Listen, I don't know if there's anything I can do, but it looks like you could use some help.
There's a collectible.
I don't know how I got here, or even where here.
It's funny, she's in old-timey
I can't
clothes,
remember
but
what
she's got like
happened to me.
makeup on, eyeliner,
Why am I
mascara.
like this?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to tell you, kid, but if you're here, it means you're dead.
Yeah, she's miniature.
I knew it.
Look at how small her head is.
Yeah. She's just far in the distance.
Look,
But we
I'm
can
in a
talk
similar
finally.
situation. Now, I used to be a detective. Let me take a look around and see if I can find anything that will help you make sense of all this.
I don't even know where you'd start.
Is there anything you remember? It doesn't matter how small. Sometimes the tiniest detail is all it takes.
I remember lots of people. And this rowboat. Everyone was scared. And I keep seeing the name Mana Hansen.
Well, that's a start. Let me see what I can do.
People were smaller 200 years ago, and makeup has existed for a long time.
I know makeup's existed for a long time, but a common person didn't wear eyeliner and mascara in what I'm guessing to be the 1800s.
Maybe she was rich. I bet the rich people did.
She's not rich. I can tell.
Yeah, she's probably isn't rich.
Um,
Not in those clothes.
where's my... Whoa. Framed picture.
Survivors of the Mono shit thing.
A picture of the survivors of the Monochet steamer wreck. It doesn't look like she remembers much. I wonder what the name Monochet refers to. Huh, looks like a memorial of some kind.
Memorial of some kind.
I bet the people left more than just this
People
around
left
here.
more than just this around here.
Finding
Finding
that
that
stuff
stuff
could help piece
things
things together. Should do that more. It looks like there was some kind of loving tribute left here. I wonder if it has anything to do with the girl. Candles. A bunch of candles were left here over the years. Most of them look like prayer candles.
This is her obituary.
Well, that solves the mystery.
She died when her rowboat capsized and sank. Her body was never recovered. What was she doing on her rowboat?
The girl's obituary says she was on a rowboat returning to the sinking Monochet right before she drowned. Oh, she was going out to it for some reason.
Huh. We have 4 of 5 clues about it right now.
I think I just left the scene. Where would the last clue be?
I don't know, but we could maybe solve it if we talk to her.
I want the last clue!
I know.
This is the rowboat.
Right there. On the other side of the rowboat.
The hell? The fuck? But I'm not pointing at it. But here I am. I don't understand that. Why it appears for just... Weird.
There's a note. You will be deeply missed. You are a hero to us all. Huh.
I know it on these... Okay.
Hero to us all. Looks like more than one person knows her.
How did she die?
By a framed picture.
So it has to be in order. I would say... What's this a picture of?
Was it survivors or was it people on the boat? I would say Beachside Memorial, right? Because
Why?
last time we didn't have to say the murder, we just...
I would say you start with the shipwreck, and then the memorial, and end with her obituary.
Oh yeah, you can click without confirming, so...
Note on these flowers reads, you'll be deeply missed.
Oh, it's the ones we've already read, I guess.
Bunch of candles, most of them look like prayer candles. Picture of the survivors of the steamer wreck.
Survivors, okay.
Looks like some kind of loving tribute. Wonder if it had anything to do with the girl. Switch.
Ah, it says she was in a rowboat. I think it's the newspaper.
I think that's
clipping.
last. Out of all 3.
Okay.
You gotta put them in order, right? Like,
Yeah.
she didn't start by dying.
Yeah. So is it always 3 things that you have to put together?
Was she a hero? Did she help survive? Did she, like... That one first. Then you were a hero. And then you died. Right?
When Mono Handset went down, she wasn't a victim. She was a hero. She saved a lot of people before her rowboat sank. She needs to know how much she meant to them.
I fucking did it!
Did you find anything?
That name you remember, the Mono Hanset? Turns out it was a
Monoship.
steamer ship that sank right outside of Salem Harbor. If it weren't for you, a lot of people would have died. You're a hero.
If I saved everyone, then how did I die?
No, you didn't save everyone, but you were trying to. Your rowboat capsized.
Good job.
I can't swim, so I must have drowned.
I'm sorry.
So,
No,
you saved a bunch of
Don't
men
be.
off of the ship.
thanks to you, instead of fear and sadness, I feel pride. If it weren't for you, I would never have known. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah. And away I go.
It's the last thing I did on this earthly world.
Alright, so I guess that's another mystery. You know, it's weird though, because like I got it first try, but I don't feel like I accomplished anything.
Yeah, does the order matter?
It felt illogical. Like it didn't feel like a really quite, like, I mean, sure, you put those things together, it makes a little bit of logical sense, but at the same time they were so vague.
Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be just as easily more crime scenes that I just have no idea what order to put them in, even though I come to the right conclusion. This spot overlooks the
Pirate history.
favored launching point. Many privateers who operated the tactic, whatever.
Yeah, does anyone have confirmation about
Well,
that the order matters? Because
That's weird because during the old people killing mystery, it's specifically told me find the order.
Oh, okay. Then it probably does.
Anyways, all right, we'll be back right after this. We'll head to the church.